The 540C is McLaren's least expensive car. As such, there's much that's missing. It lacks the 650S's proactive chassis control, which replaces mechanical anti-roll bars, and their intrinsic compromise, with interlinked hydraulics for a plush ride with circuit-ready body control. The 540C also uses iron brake discs rather than carbon ceramics, and four-piston front calipers as opposed to the 570S's six-piston units. It obviously also goes without the hybrid powertrains of either the P1 or McLaren's MP431 F1 car, a relief in the case of the latter, and at 533 bhp, 398 pounds-foot and 199 miles per hour is down 29 bhp, 45 pounds-foot and 5 miles per hour on the 143,250 pounds 570S. The new McLaren 540C costs £128,550. The link between the McLaren 540C and its more senior peers. What's compelling though is just how much the 540C retains. McLaren's ultra-stiff carbon fiber monocoque stays, for a piffling dry weight of 1,311 kilograms, as does a barely less potent version of Woking's twin-turbo 3.8-liter V8, and there are 3-stage adaptive dampers. The 540C is also quite fabulous to drive. Striking doors, an amazing drive. The elegant dihedral doors and wide sills are familiar, as is the cockpit architecture, which is either nicely snug or claustrophobic depending on your size. The driving position is nigh on perfect, forward visibility good, and the interior rife with the firm's now trademark purity of purpose. The chassis tune is on the firm side, even in normal. The 540C may be the lowest rung in the sports series ladder, but it is a sports car nonetheless. On rough roads the C never settles, jiggling endlessly. It's a world away from the supple, big mile refinement of the 650S. And when you clear the corners you may even miss the greater performance of that car and the 570S, the relatively torque-light 540C requiring a semblance of the right gear ratio for a meaningful response. Snug in your seat, machine gunning through gears on the 540C's nicely tactile shift paddles, you're soon tuned into what could, given its bald figures and thick, turbocharged delivery, wet conditions demand restraint, have been a pretty intimidating tool. Instead you find yourself ramping up the drive modes for their still greater feedback, poise and response, and probing deeper into the McLaren's deep reserves of performance, grip and addictive togetherness. That suspension setup you dismissed as too harsh 10 minutes ago hardwires you to the shifting loads and grip levels at each corner of the car. And detune though the 540C may be, this is still a monumentally quick car. 3.5 seconds to 62 miles per hour, 10.5 seconds to 124 miles per hour. It's marginally less ferocious delivery, merely encouraging you to be braver with it. In autumn 2016, the 675 LT Spider, all 285,000 pounds of it, won Car Magazine's Sports Car Giant test. Despite its unpromising brief, make it like a 570S but cheaper. The 540C is a similarly wondrous sports car.